Okay, stop talking strategy and start to talk about execution. It's really interesting, over the years, and I take my military experiences here as well through to my business experiences. I can't tell you how many times I've sat at a board table, whether that is a management team, senior leadership team, whether it is a board of directors, an operations board, or even a C-suite. I can't tell you how much time I've spent there and actually listened to the big ideas that are being shared. The real strategic cloud thinking that is being discussed, and the thought process that's going behind it. And then I look closely to determine, okay, so we've got this great strategic thinking, we've got some real fantastic ideas. Who's executing? Who's actually now taking this from the boardroom table and making sure that we execute it, that it's actually then a deliverable? And the interesting point on that is sometimes, and sadly quite a lot, um, we don't capture that. We just capture a great idea. Now, if you go back to my last video where I was talking about indecisiveness, this is one of the root causes to indecisiveness and a symptom of it. So what is the accountability that you have around the table? And who is it? And if it's not you as the managing director or the CEO or chairman, who is it that's actually capturing these ideas and saying, right, okay, this is fantastic. How are we delivering it? What is the plan of action? Who's going to take this away and make sure that we can act upon it? What action points do we need to capture from this particular strategy in order to make sure that it's delivered? Now, that didn't take a great deal of time to ask, but the outcome from that, in terms of actually then, logging and minuting who's going to do what when, and the outcomes that we're expecting from that, can be a night and day result in terms of actually moving the business forward or the organization forward, and that momentum that you can create. So, at every boardroom, here's my top tip for you: don't summarize at the end of the meeting. But if you're moving through the meeting and there is a particular discussion, and it might be strategic focus, capture the actions. And if you're taking the minutes, or you've got your EA there and she's taking or he's taking the minutes, capture the actions. Make sure we absolutely capture who's taking the actions, who's responsible for delivery, when is it happening, what is happening, what resources are required, etc., etc. And you'll start to see a real shift in terms of deliverables out of your actual board meetings themselves, rather than that indecisiveness I talked about in my previous video. So stop talking strategy and start talking execution, and capture all of the actions and outcomes as you go. So it's fresh, it's clear, it's detailed, and then there's accountability, responsibility, and ultimately ownership to get that stuff done. Hope that's helpful.